All right, welcome back, guys. Today we have Sonny and his custom twin cam chopper bobbers. You know, custom bike pretty much, right?
Custom.
Man, what a beautiful bike. Before we start, I always ask this question. Did you name the bike?
Yes, I have. It's called No Vaseline.
No Vaseline. I like that.
Front is a custom. If you see the tubes, basically it's shortened. No air. I ride it this way.
What size is the front wheel?
This is a 21 by I believe 3. Yeah, fat spokes.
Paint job is nice.
Thank you. It's from a good friend of mine, New School Effects. German is his name. And the pinstriping, that flaky material here, is from one of my brother's Immortal lines. Yeah, he's out of here and LA.
How long did it take for you to build this bike?
It took me about, I'd say, probably, like I said, it was a passion project. So basically, it took me about 5 years or so, but I finished it in 3. I changed the look of it a lot of times, yeah. And right now, this is how it stands, but basically, I got future plans for it.
Man, I love how everything is internal. The brake line, everything.
I had problems in the beginning when I went internal, but we got it down packed to where, yeah, I don't have any problems anymore, and I beat the crap out of this bike. Yeah, I ride it like I stole it.
That's awesome. No, you knocked this bike out the park.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
And the rear, what size are you running in the rear?
The rear is 18s. It's a 18 by 5.5. Yeah, 200 tire.
Wow.
Yeah.
It goes so well with the tank too.
Oh, yes. The fenders we cut, and we basically formed it to where it would match the tank. The tank came off of a 2013 Softail Slim. So this isn't a Softail Slim, by the way. It's a different type. It's different, but basically we retrofit it to fit this bike.
Yeah, custom frame and everything.
Yes. Yeah, we gusset the front because we raked it. I raked it another, I believe, 2.5 inch, almost 3 inch. 2.75, I believe, the rake in the front.
What trees are those?
They are Demon triple trees. They don't, I believe that company shut down.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
oh, dang.
yeah.
So
yeah.
This became super rare then.
Yeah, they shut down during COVID time. Yeah, that company folded and you can't get those anymore. The riser was from Death Metal Racing, DMR. Yeah, Death Metal Racing. Yeah, I told them what size I wanted. They usually go with high risers. Yeah, he looked at what he had for his own stock, and he hooked me up with this.
Let's talk about your custom seat.
Yeah, it was just a regular pan. We put this on the front end on a vice grip and basically bent it up, and it's actually very comfortable, and it keeps me on.
Back right here, right?
Yes.
This is your suspension here?
Yes, the rubber is my suspension, and that's all I need, actually.
That's awesome. And it works. What rotor is that?
That is a Lindo.
Lindo?
Yes.
Wow.
I had Brembos on my brake caliper side, but the bracket, we had problems with the bracket, so I'm trying to finish up the bracket so that I can put on my Brembos.
Got it. But these stops pretty well, right?
Yes, they stop very, very well. Lindo's, you get what you pay for. Lindo is a very, very good company. Yeah, and I believe in their products. Yeah, and this used to be a belt-driven bike. Of course, I chained it and with a big sprocket.
Big sprocket? What size?
Ooh, that is a 60, I believe a 62T. Yeah, that's where you get the wine from. That and the open belt, of course.
Is this the Ultima?
Ultima, yes.
2 inch, right? 2 inch Ultima?
Yes, this is the 2 inch. I didn't want the 3 inch. The 3 inch was too much.
Yeah, it sticks out way too much.
Yeah.
No,
the 3 inch was
nice.
just way too much. The 2 inch looked a lot classier,
yeah.
And that's what they had on the older bikes.
Yep.
Yeah, they didn't have the 3 inch, so yeah, I opted for the 2 inch to go with that retro look.
Yeah, I like your jockey ship too.
Yeah, thank you.
You said this is hydraulic for the
Hydraulic clutch. Yeah,
Dang.
we retrofitted a hydraulic clutch, foot clutch with it. So it's super buttery, milky smooth.
Wow.
Compared to a cable.
Do you bottom out with this over here?
Once in a great while, potholes.
Potholes?
Yes. Potholes, yes, but nothing that, nothing too major. I have very heavy springs in there, heavy fluid. It's basically a rigid, full rigid.
Top 3 mods on your bike.
Top 3, I really like the tank. There is motor work done to it, but basically I love how the tank came out onto this custom frame. Possibly the internals would be my next one, and I love the chain.
The chain conversion?
Yes. Yeah, you don't see them going backwards anymore. You don't see newer bikes going into chain conversion unless it's a Dyna, unless it's a club style. Then they go chain, but basically you don't see any softails really, newer softails going back to chain.
What's next for the bike?
I'm going GSXR front end, possibly a turbo. Yeah, some little things here and there, but yeah, it's ever changing. So every year for Toys for Tots here, this bike has always been changing.
I like the exhaust too.
Yeah, and if you see, if you see, I scrape.
Is it 5-speed or 6?
It's a 6.
6-speed?
Yeah,
Wow.
Yep, it's a 6-speed.
Dang.
It's a 6-speed, yeah. It started off as a 103, but, I cammed it.
What's the story with the front guard right here?
I wanted something to match from the frame. There was this space there that it was bothering me. So came up with that and welded some bars up, and it actually
looks good. It flows with the spokes.
Yes, you know? yeah. I like it. I like it, and it's still you know, the ones that you can buy, they're like plastic, and they don't have no wind going through. This way, this way
it cools your bike.
Right, exactly. Yeah, this is definitely like I said, custom to me. And that's why this bike is very special to me.
How long have you owned this bike?
I owned it for about I bought it through an auction that was like, it was beaten up badly. So altogether, I believe I owned this bike for about 8-9 years.
Wow.
Yeah, and it just sat for a while until I decided, okay, one day I was like, you know what, I'm gonna just start on it. And it just progressed from there.
It's such a nice feeling, right? To finish the project.
Right.
And that first ride, the first startup, it's like, man.
Yeah.
It's worth it.
It was primered black. My battery was outside, was hanging from the side. Yeah, and it looked pretty bad shape, but I had a vision, and yeah.
And you finished it, man, you know?
Thank you. And like I say, it's not done yet. It's ever changing.
Exactly.
And yeah.
No bike ever is finished.
Right, right.
You have anyone you want to give a shout out to?
To my friends, basically. They're the ones who pushed me to finish this. Even my brother pushed me to finish this. My brother Randy, my brothers in the club, Jacob, who helped me, German. There's a bunch of people, Norio. There's a bunch of people. I could go on and on that gave me inspiration and helped me basically finish this the way it is and stuff. So
that's what it's all about, brotherhood comes together, work together, finish the bike together. It's the memories, right?
Yes, and that's why it means so much to me.
Yep.
It's so special to me, is because it's not only me that built this bike. It's everyone, right? Yes, everyone around me. So
that's awesome.
Yeah, thank you. I should say my biggest one though is my wife.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah.
Shout out to your wife.
Yeah, you're right.
Shout out to Sonny's wife. It's always nice when you have a supporting partner.
Oh, definitely.
You know
I wouldn't be able to do this at all. She knows my obsession. If it wasn't for her, this thing would get shut down real fast.
What's her name?
Mehe Alani.
Nice. Shout out to your wife.
Thank
awesome.
you.
Yeah, man, I can look at this bike forever and you find little details on it. You're like,
Thank
that's
you.
cool, man.
Yeah, if you only seen how it looked, I actually, my God, it was like, this is how I got it from the auction.
Oh dang.
Yeah, it had a bent frame, everything. It went up for auction at the tow yard, and basically I picked it up really cheap. I think it was 150 bucks.
That makes the story even better.
Yeah,
right?
150 bucks, and I was like, oh man. At first I was like, you know, I was on a budget build. Like basically I took, you know, eBay stuff and all that and made it my own, but then things started to break more and more, so I decided like, okay,
time to invest in quality parts, right?
yes. And if I'm gonna make it, you know, yeah, I'm gonna make it a lot stronger. I broke down a bunch of times with this, and the first thing come out of my mind, bomber breakdown. Yeah, I broke down with this. You know, my belt snapped on me. Shit. Yeah, I took my leg.
But yeah, hit me up whenever you're in San Jose. I'll show you my bikes, man.
Definitely,
we'll go for a ride.
Definitely.
Thank you, Sonny, for showing us your bike and your story, man.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Yeah, I look up to you guys. I always watch you guys' videos and wish that I was riding with you guys through the mountains and all that. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
It's gonna happen, man.
One day.
It's gonna happen, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
It's just like how today, you know, like everything lined up.
For sure.
Perfect timing, you know?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Definitely. Yeah. I'm glad that you guys love Hawaii as much as we do.
I love Hawaii.
Push button. Yeah, this small little button right here.
You want to step on this? Man, I love that dry clutch sound. That dry clutch sounds nice.
Perfect for me where I can grab it.
Yeah.
Sit on it, bro. Try and sit on it and try to feel where the bars are at and all that. Like, it's super comfortable.
Oh, yeah, it is comfortable.
Right? Super comfortable, right?
Yeah.
My shoulders don't hurt, nothing, yeah.